Breaking news. Do you know there's no such thing as losing? See, if you don't win something, you always learn. And then you practice more. And then you go and compete again. This time, hopefully, winning. See? So, in reality, there's no such thing as losing. Because if you don't win, you learn to win. So how do you lose? Every lesson is progression. And without progression, you will never succeed. I'm staring off in space because I'm on speed. No, I'm joking. But yeah, there's no such thing as losing. So never think that you lost anything, even when you don't win. See, what if this life wasn't shit? What if, just maybe what if, your perception on life is shit? Because you're basing this on all the crappy experiences that you ever had and been through. Do it make life shit? No. And here's the trick. If you always think negative, that's all you're ever going to get. So stop projecting every fucking thought negative. Even when you're feeling so damn rotten because you're having a bad day or something like shit. As hard as it is, based on my own experiences, try to think positive. There is no worst enemy than your own fucking mind. If you can achieve beating this enemy, you have already got every other goddamn enemy conquered. See? You can be in the most confined space and situation that a person could ever fucking imagine of being in. You got two choices. Okay? You can look at it, the situation negative, and say, fuck, man, I'm in this confined space, got no TV, no nothing, nothing to fucking do, sit here and fucking lie down on my bed. Pretty much just like prison or jail. Or, you can make your time more pleasant and change your perception to positivity and think, I'll be out soon. Anything that's positive, really, you know? Use that time to reflect on thyself. See, there's no greater investment than investing in your own self. This includes, learning how to read if you don't know how to read, learning how to write if you don't know how to write. If you like poetry and you don't know how to write, download an app on Google Play or the Apple Store and learn how to write. Once you learn how to write, now you can write all the poetry you want. Look, boom. Now you're the number one best-selling poetry author in the world. There is no external limitations. The only limitation that you got to worry about and conquer is the limitations in your own mind, that you restrict yourself. You do this yourself. You do it to yourself. Nobody does this to you but you. And why did you do this to yourself? Well, what if I told you that wasn't your fault? What if I told you sometimes it is the individual's fault because they're just a fucking idiot that just goes out and creates hell for everybody else and themselves, because now they're confined and got a record and whatever. Now they can't get a job and blah blah blah. You know, because you had a shitty background don't mean you gotta go out there and direct all them fucked up emotions from all the abuse and shit and torment you've been through onto somebody else. You know, because it makes you feel good for that split second until, well, oh, now I'm in handcuffs. Fuck. So, see, you are not helping yourself by doing that. And you wonders why life is shit. Life is shit because all that hurt that you've been through and all that hurt from past experiences, now you're taking it out on the world. And this, in return, is causing you to be punished even worse. This video that I'm making right now, I'm after explaining and saying a couple things that can really, really help an individual if they mind to practice this. Okay? I'm not going to go explain every one I just mentioned, but I'll use one as an example, like the power of forgiveness. Okay? You're not letting your enemy or the individual that hurt you in some way, shape, or form away with nothing if you forgive them. You know your damn self by common sense. If you don't forgive them, the hurt from what they did to you, which is now bottled inside your soul, rotting it like a fucking apple, right? Which you're now allowing because the person is no longer near you, but the pain and the effects of what they done to you is still very present. So what you got to do for you, only for you, never for anybody else but for you, is to forgive them, because then you will be able to heal from all the fucking hurt that they caused on that prior fucked up experience and encounter. Imagine waking up every day like my mom, you know? Oh, fuck, this one hurt me, that one hurt me. And every day it's the same shit. She wakes up and says the exact same shit. Oh, it's not right what this person does, or it's not right what that person does. It's the same shit every day. She's literally repeating the same stuff. She's reliving her trauma from that experience. Now these people are not even around her no more. And the only person causing her grief right now is her by constantly complaining every fucking day about the same shit. And in the meantime, it makes everybody else around her upset and feel negative when they're trying to remain as positive as they can because they have fucked up experiences too that they're trying to fucking cope with and trying to learn to grow and mature over. Two wrongs don't make a right. You know, I used to believe that was 100% true. But you know, that's not 100% true. Two wrongs can make a positive. It's absolutely possible. You can take two of the most retarded fucking individuals, right? Male and female. They can have a child that grows up to be a genius. It has happened. It's quite possible. So two negatives can make a right. But it's not like, you know, as frequent as the natives fucking and making children. No offense. I've dated Cree women, so. But I was just putting that as a joke. But yeah, so. Stop limiting yourself. You know, you could be so much more if you learned your true value and who you really are as a human. Half of you don't even fucking know who you truly are or what you're meant to fucking truly do. What's your purpose? A lot of you think there's no purpose to live. Well, if there wasn't no purpose, you would not exist. The fact that you fucking exist, if you got common sense, you should know you got a purpose. Even though you don't fucking know or understand what it is yet. You know what your purpose is? Okay. See, if you had to think about half the prayers that you pray in church, you know, you learn a lot. But a lot of you just pray, and that's it. You never look back over the prayer that you said or try to understand what it means or blah, blah, blah. But you know when it says in God's prayer, make earth as it is in heaven. Okay, that verse. That might not be exactly the way it says, but it's you gotta understand. Make earth as it is in heaven. Well, what's heaven? Heaven is supposed to be this awesome place, you know, where everybody gets along, does their thing, you know, and helps one another. It's just a big, awesome, positive community of great souls. Okay. So your purpose as a spiritual human being, right, is to make earth as it is in heaven. That's all of our missions here on earth. So basically, we're supposed to be one big global group of individuals of multiple cultures and different backgrounds, because that don't matter. At the end of the day, it don't matter if you're black, it don't matter if you're green, it don't matter if you're blue, it don't matter if you're purple. At the end of the day, it don't matter if you make $2, $50, or $100,000. At the end of the day, it don't fucking matter even if you have a cigarette. Because once you're dying, all that's the least of your worries. And once you're dead, it's even not a part of your worries. So, you know, physical evolution versus spiritual evolution. Okay. Of course, while you're on Earth, you're supposed to evolve, you know, whatever. But physical evolution ain't the main goal here. It's spiritual evolution. Okay? Now, if reincarnation was real, and when I say reincarnation, I don't mean like you're going to go back in the same body, the same problems, blah, blah, blah. No. Reincarnation, what I'm referring to is when you die, You shed the skin that you once was in. Your conscious energy goes back to the universe. You're pretty much placed in purgatory or whatever they call it. It's just a waiting area until you're reincarnated back into some woman's womb to live in another skin. That's what I mean. So, if that is true, right, it will line up to the spiritual evolution, what I'm mentioning. Your soul, what they call the soul, your conscious energy, the information that is stored in every cell and every strand of your DNA. When you die, do not dissipate or disappear. So, once you reincarnate into another skin, your soul is progressing. Every new skin that you acquire, your soul progresses. So, it depends on you, really, how many skins that you acquire. Because you can evolve fast, you can evolve slow. So, some people might only live this life once, and they might get it right once, and boom, one life form, they're fully evolved to Christ consciousness, okay? Which is the end goal, Christ consciousness, okay? A higher state of being, a higher state of mind, okay? And when you reach this higher state of consciousness called Christ consciousness, there's no war seems stupid, racism seems stupid, all that bullshit that basically goes on in this world is fucking stupid and nonsense to a person with a higher state of consciousness called Christ consciousness. And what happens when you fully evolve to Christ consciousness? Well, you don't have to reincarnate no more. You progress onto the next transitional stage of this universal journey that we all take part in. So basically, I don't know what happens after that. But what I just told you is everything that I've ever researched on the matter, right up until the point you reach Christ consciousness. So that's your purpose, to make earth as it is in heaven. You know, you can make it hell for yourself and others, or you can make it as peaceful as you possibly can and pleasant for yourself and others. What do you want? You want to wake up every day in poverty? Right? Or do you want to wake up every day with everything that you need? And possibly some pleasures, you know, bonuses or whatever. What do you want? You know, you can say, oh, I can't work, blah, blah, blah. You know something? This is what I don't get. People sometimes say that, you know, a person that don't want to work is lazy. Heck, they've even said it about me, but little did they know, every fucking minute I spent on my phone, I was researching, educating myself. That's how I know how to build professional websites. I build e-commerce businesses like Shopify Dropshipping Store, www.little-luxuries.ca. I got 6 of my own affiliate websites I built. So I did not waste my time on the internet. I was always educating myself, and I've been doing this for years, and I still do it. This is what I do. The only time I watch videos is in the evenings, you know, in the nighttime or when I'm eating. I don't waste much time on the internet. And one of my hobbies, which might seem boring to some is looking up definitions of words and learning the meanings to them. That's one of my hobbies. I volunteer for numerous nonprofits. One of them, IBM. The company IBM created a platform called World Community Grid, and that's all that to do is scientific research. I got 26 scientific research projects completed to date, and I'm currently working on 5. 2 of my main subjects is digitally mapping cancer markers and smashing childhood cancer. Do you know how many of lives, from young and old, that I've helped through my research? And that's F all contributions to society compared to all the other shit that I've done. Like, I contribute to this world a lot. Every step that I take, every move that I make, I be donating to charities. Alright? You can go at the App Store or the Google Play Store and download Sweatcoin right now and start. You can use your coins to buy physical products, digital products, or you can donate your coins to charities. Yeah, or you can save them. You know, it don't matter what any of you fucking people think. That's what I don't get. Like, you know this, so why even open up your mouth? If you know that I know and I think, it don't fucking matter, not one iota, what you say or think about me. Because your perception of me is warped, is miscrewed, diluted, polluted, and fucked. Because it's what you heard is garbage. It's not true. The only people that know me through and through is the ones that hung out with me and got to know me, which is hardly any of you. See, if you had to have gotten to know me, you would know that I'm not a hardened criminal. I'm not a murderer. I don't go out there fucking breaking in or stealing or hurting anybody or causing any goddamn crimes. I got no time for this society or interacting with ignorant fucking people. Unfortunately, I had no other choice but to be surrounded by some of these fuckers, because I wasn't wealthy enough at the time to say, bye-bye, I don't have to fucking see you no more. And right now, I could be in a $60,000 house, fully paid off, and have lots of money. And I'm making a goddamn mistake because I used to value what an individual used to think of me and say, which was my grandmother. I had $100 in Bitcoin when it was 10 cents a coin. Do you know how much that would be now? I would never have to struggle again, not a day. And I deserved every bit of that, and it was stolen right from me. All because of a goddamn sentence. It don't take much brains to say, shut up, I don't know nothing about it. You know what I don't get? They were supposed to be mature. My nan was supposed to be old enough to be mature adult, right? Why couldn't she say, my love, I don't know much about it, but I hope it works out for you. Nan's watching a show now, my love. I'll talk to you after the show. Love you. That took a lot of work to say that. Instead of that, she said, shut up, I don't know nothing about it. I got that upset. I ended up wasting the $100 in Bitcoin on jackpotcasino.ca. I made that platform, which was already rich, richer. I get so depressed thinking about it because if I had to keep that in my wallet, you know, I'd have over $1 million today. Like, I'd be able to live life the way I want. You know, peaceful, happy, content. You know, with that money, I would have been able to invest it to even make more, so I'd never run out. Right? Even if I had $2,500 today, I can invest $2,000 of it, right? And I'd always have money. I'd never run out. All I need is $2,000 to do it. Better 5. I would, buy things I need right now. Whatever. All you people that got served, man. Half of you guys like yourself, I'm not broke right now or nothing, but I could be a lot wealthier. But all you people got served. Half of you don't got a goddamn cent right now. And, if you only had to take 2,000 at the 14 or whatever thousand you got and invest it, you would have never ran out of money. You would have been off welfare right now. I find it hard to work, physical work, because I got calcium deposits called osteochondromas. I got my right ankle the size of 2 ankles because I got 2 tumors, calcium deposits on it. I got a fracture in my other foot, which never grew back right, so the bone's growing out. Foot, the bump. And I got them calcium deposits right, so I feel stiff without drugs. Right, so without my medication, every step would break out sweats in me. Because it's just that hard to move forward to make a step. That's how stiff and tight my back legs are. At times. And then I gotta listen to this, a fucking idiot that works on the drills telling me, get off your ass by and just saying all kinds of shit, to make a person to feel like crap. And in the meantime, I'm more educated and knowledgeable than that goddamn idiot that's telling me this shit. Like, this idiot cannot build an e-commerce business. This fucking idiot can't be his own boss. This fucking idiot can only be a follower that works for a boss. And I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna sit there and take shit from a fucking idiot that's less educated than me. I don't give a fuck if he's currently working. That don't mean he's more educated than me. That means he's got a goddamn dad that's not a fucking miserable fuck that actually takes part in his life instead of disowning him and not having nothing to do with him. Like my goddamn dad. To vouch for him. Like, if it wasn't for his dad, he wouldn't have that job. Because personally himself, he's a loser. But all he does on his spare time is drugs. All he ever contributed to this society was making more dope fiends, which made all of our problems even worse. So it's a fucking nobody. It's a nothing. And people pride him. People good job for being a fucking loser, pretty much. Like, you people are stupid, some of you. You don't congratulate shit like that. Not that fucker haven't contributed one fucking thing to society. But made society worse by making more fiends. Fuck. Stop praising up shit. Right? You people can't judge a book by its cover very good. You'll fucking criticize somebody that's educated and smart just because they don't look up to your standards, and you'll praise up somebody that's absolute shit that does nothing but create chaos for everybody and everyone and destroy it. Like he's a parasite. Like, no, man, I'm not going to sit there and take shit from an idiot like that. Right? And that's the idiot that'll look up and tell somebody else that's educated that, oh, you're an idiot. Do you know, like, I'm not a person that likes communicating with others, especially if they're stupid and I can't have an intellectual conversation. Do you know that if this was lawless country and I was able to own a gun, which I can get a gun right now if I wanted it. I can get a 9, I can get a 45, I can get whatever I want. All I gotta do is buy the kit and make the best of it. After I use it, I can melt the fucker down. Wow, how does he do that? How would he do that? Well, that's for you to figure out. I ain't gonna fucking tell you. Because more than you probably gonna watch this video. But, like, $300 to $500. I can have a fully operational gun. I can make my own bullets. So they're not traceable. Like, anyway, I'm not gonna tell you any more about shit. Anyway, I could, right? I could go and dish out every bit of fucking hatred that I ever was dealt from the age of 4 right on up until I got out. I was locked in the basement. I was starving for 3.5 weeks. In my first foster home, John Murley put me in. And that bastard's a fucking preacher now. I'm going to tell you, John Murley, bud. You might fool the ones around you. You might be a fucking preacher. But buddy, I'm going to tell you, you're only kidding yourself. Because your soul is stained, rotten, and the shit that you have done, no matter what you say, no matter what others say, you ain't going to be forgiven. You will pay for what you have done. Don't think that God do not punish people for every mistake that they have made. Because He do. They'll punish you and forgive you. Don't do it again. But you're still going to get punished. Don't be that stupid to think you can go out there and do whatever the fuck you want, and then in the next second you can pray, oh God, forgive me for my sins, and He's going to do it. You're an idiot. That don't work. It don't work like that. Okay? You'll ruin 75 children's lives, including my own. I'm very intelligent, and I would have been further ahead right now in my life if you and the Child, Youth, and Family Services had to stay the fuck out of my life and my family's. You took me out of what you called a poor situation and put me in a worse one. I'm going to tell you something, for the record. My situation at home was awesome. I was never abused. Mom did what she could for a single mom, and she did pretty damn good. I was a pretty happy fucking child until you guys entered our fucking life and ruined it all. You took me out of a perfectly okay situation and put me into an abusive situation. How the fuck is that taking me out of an abusive situation and put me in a good one? It's the fucking opposite, you morons. I'm one child that you should have just left where it was, okay? Instead of that, you had to get your meal ticket. You had to do a little bit of child trafficking. And that's all it fucking is child trafficking, okay? It's all Child, Youth, and Family Services is. Government funded child trafficking. You're ruining fucking lives just to fucking put a fucking meal in somebody else's goddamn chops. Fuck yous. You're all condemned. And I better not, John Murley, my friend. I've cursed you long ago. But I'm going to curse you again this evening. And some of you could fucking laugh, you could think it's a joke, you could fucking do whatever, but I'm going to tell you. Observe the people I curse. Mervyn Mitchell, I cursed him. 1 week later, he had his leg surgically removed. For some reason, the infection got whatever. About a month or two after that, he was dead. You know why I cursed him with? Illness. I cursed him with illnesses. Right? Illness that caused death. I curse people with financial curses. Guess what? This other individual was a businessman all of his life. Had everything. You know what? Now he got fucking nothing. He had a Firebird, he had a limo, he had a truck, he had a house, he had cabins. Everything. Now he got fucking nothing. So you think it's a joke? How about dropping your name in the comments? Drop your name in the comments. Let me curse you. And then come back after a couple months and tell me if it's a joke. Hey. Seems you think it's a joke. Let me prove it to you. Right? You should have no problem saying, yes, man, my name is this, my name is that. Boom. Right? Because you think it's bullshit. But you know what? Not a god fucking one of you will ever drop your name in that comment section. Because you're a bitch. And you know that some people know their shit. Okay? And I know people that know their shit. Right? My friend got over 15 years of experience in black magic, motherfucker. And she'll curse anybody I mentions, because the people that I curse are literally shit. People that I like to shoot, but I can't because there's a law enforcement that protects you. So, I gotta curse you the best way I know how. Hopefully you fucking die. Do I go around doing this just to anybody? No. I don't take this as something that's a joke, and it's a very serious matter. And I just don't do it to random people. You know, just because they said something I didn't like or whatever. It's got to be a serious reason. Because it's a serious matter. Fuck, I gotta walk in this, man. Fuck. Anyway. A lot of yous are naive, closed-minded, narrow-headed fucking people, man. Like, you don't believe in shit. Right? You believe in God. You stop believing in Santa Claus to believe in God. Both of them. The descriptions are a little bit different. But both of them got something in common. Not a fucking one of you has ever seen them. You've seen a person imitating Santa Claus dressed up in a suit. But you never met Santa. The actual one. You never met God. The actual God. You might say, yeah, I have. Okay. Describe what God looks like. And I bet you'll describe what you've seen in pictures. I'm going to tell you, if you've seen God, you know what you've seen? Pure light. Pure energy. You didn't see a human. Because God ain't human. He's pure positive energy. Some of you have called me an atheist, Satanist, and I'm none of them things. Some of you fucking went around saying I draw pentagrams on my fucking floor. Not once. Not once did I ever draw a pentagram. I wouldn't mess up my fucking place with drawing that shit. And here's another thing. Are you really that fucking stupid to think that I'd appreciate and love and look up and fucking believe in something that caused me hell and strife and fucking turmoil my whole life? You're an idiot. And anybody that's a Satanist is a fucking idiot. They're praising the fucking thing that causes them hell. You know, there's one wish I wish I lived in a fucking world without idiots. Without religion. Without all that fucking bullshit that divides individuals and makes them fight amongst themselves. There's no more blood that's been shed than that's been shed because of the sake of fucking religion. How holy is that? You're gonna kill me because I don't serve and believe in Allah? Convert to Allah now or die. Fuck yourself, man. Fuck yourself. You're telling me that at the end of the day, it determines what makes people, live or not? As if they convert to Allah. How about this? I believe in myself. What if, everything in the Bible is symbolic, but what if you're misinterpreting it wrong? Half of you go to church on a Sunday, praising God, so you think, but isn't it? You're not praising the holy God like you think you are. You're praising a pagan God. Because anyone to go to church on a Sunday is directly breaking one of God's commandments, which is keep the Sabbath day holy. Okay, Google when the Sabbath day is. You'll see it's a Saturday. Then what the hell are you going to church on Sunday? Right? So right off the bat, you're breaking one of God's commandments. I'm sorry to tell you, but just because the government or whatever, or Vatican changes the Sabbath day or going to church from Saturday to Sunday, don't mean you should go to church on a Sunday. Because they can do what they want, but you know the truth. So if you don't do what's right, you're just as no good, better than them. You want to know my beliefs? I believe in I don't necessarily 100% believe in one thing solely. There's two theories, really good, structured, sound theories. Before I go into explaining the theories, I will explain this. How many stars is in the whole entire universe? Okay. Now we'll say this. How many planets is it in the entire universe? Too many for you to count. Okay. How many galaxies, other than our own, is in the entire universe? Too many for you to count. But you're going to sit there and try to convince me of your narrow, closed-minded thought procession and tell me, oh yeah, there's no life out there. Considering that there's a 1 followed by 10, 2,685,000 zeros of a chance you exist, I'm willing to guarantee somewhere out in this multi-universe with all them stars and trillions of billions of trillions of fucking planets, there's something out there somewhere. I will tell you this, because I know more than what I'm going to say here, because I'm not able to disclose everything here. But if it wasn't for certain forces, that we would have been annihilated long ago. There's certain forces that have stopped catastrophic events from happening. So thank your prayers. You ever heard a story about nuclear missile crisis once upon a time? Yeah, we would have been all nuked. But guess what? Apparently some unknown force, energy, disabled the nukes. So they didn't go off. Imagine that. See? I believe, for one fact only, that humans will not destroy this earth. We will not go out by destroying ourselves. It's going to be a natural catastrophe that's going to be catastrophic, that wipes most of civilization out, but it's not going to be us destroying ourselves, because there's certain forces that if we ended up destroying ourselves, we'd end up destroying them. So in order for them not to be annihilated, they gotta prevent us from destroying ourselves, which, believe me, they've done a few times throughout our past. Like I said, we would have been fucking annihilated long ago if it wasn't for them. So, and here's one thing. What do God and an extraterrestrial got in common? Well, Google the definition of extraterrestrial. Anything outside this world or atmosphere. Where's God? He's outside this earth and atmosphere. Where's heaven? Up there. Where's extraterrestrial? Up there. You people are going to be in for a real good treat when you finally figure out that God was extraterrestrial in nature. Jesus was God in human form. And the reason why Jesus was able to perform miracles by laying hands on individuals is because of his extraterrestrial his extraterrestrial connection. Like, if he wasn't extraterrestrial, he wouldn't have been able to lay hands on heal people. Can you lay hands on somebody's head and heal them from being blind? Can you lay your hand on somebody that's having a heart attack and prevent them from it? No. Jesus did. And I bet you any advanced extraterrestrial force can heal you like that too. You know where fiber optics came from? You know that we already got extraterrestrial technology that we use, right? Where the fuck did fiber optics come from? Do your research on that one. I bet you it came from out of this world. So yeah, man, you guys gotta... I'm not saying believe in everything, but have an open mind. I don't believe in nothing but researching it and finding out the actual truth. However, I do find certain topics interesting. And I do collaborate and communicate and discuss these topics I find interesting. And no, the Pope is no saint. If you knew how to read symbolism, like Buddy said in the video that I posted the other day, Vatican promotes Satanism. Like, the imagery is all over Vatican. Like, the Pope is a false prophet. You know, what you see today, the religions you see today, these are the same people that crucified Jesus back then. Right? They're an extension of it. They didn't want God going around teaching people the true gospel. So they crucified him. Welcome all these churches, leaders of these churches ain't crucified. Because they're false prophets. That's why they still exist. If they were Jesus, they would have been crucified just like him. And you people think, you know, the present day Bible is the actual word of God himself. You want to know something? They crucified Jesus because they didn't want Jesus going around teaching his word. Neither did they want his Bible with his word in it circulating around the world and teaching the individuals. So the Bible that you're reading today is a manipulated, coerced version of the word. It's a paganistic Bible. It's not a holy Bible. It should be pagan Bible written on it, not Holy Bible. It's a mockery to even call it a Holy Bible. The pagan God condemns people. God himself would not condemn his children. A father like God would not disown, condemn, or throw his child down in hell. He'll punish his children. And punish and punish. Until they eventually learn. That's about it. God is love. God is pure light. God is everything we're not, but are supposed to be. Oh, God's not real. God don't exist. No, you don't either then. Are you real? Like I said, man, if you didn't breathe in fresh air, you wouldn't even believe oxygen was an actual thing. Like some of you, if you don't see it, you don't believe it. Your thought perception don't go beyond that of a goldfish. Joking. But of everything I know, for somebody that don't know me to call me an idiot, like, you're stupid. You're stupid. I've had total junkies look up and call me stupid, an idiot, and blah, blah, blah. A total junkie. Dude, I'm not a junkie. I smoke pot. That's all I do right now, actually. I haven't even smoked hard drugs or did any hard drugs in almost a year. But the only reason why I did is because I couldn't cope with being around some of you fucking people. So I had to medicate. Well, I don't think I gotta work to make money. I don't think I gotta physically work to make money. When an individual got the knowledge to build an e-commerce business like I have, even my skills, like search engine optimization, ranking companies on every search engine across the world on the internet. That all pays, man. Unfortunately, I'm in an area, there's a lot of smart laborers but not smart business owners and business smarts. So it's harder for me to sell an e-commerce business. There's, not too many around here know fucking thing about it. And people around here, some of them are that dumb. You'll tell them about a project that you've been working on yourself, and you could be earning from it or whatever, and they'll look up and call it a scam. I've had people look up and call things that I've shared a scam, even though I've earned money from it and never once ever got frauded. So, my opinion is that these individuals don't even know what the definition of a scam is. Because a scam do not pay individuals. They take money from individuals. And how fucking dumb are you to think that I would waste my time on something that don't fucking pay me? Fuck that, motherfucker. Everything I do, I earn rewards from. And yes, I withdraw from it. My fucking Facebook wall is nothing but a fucking informational trove. Like, just scroll down my whole fucking Facebook wall. You're able to learn a lot, man, from the articles that I post. Far from what some people think or perceive me to be. Far from it. I'm nothing like some people think. They seem the cops up Nans all the time. That's because Nan wanted to make false reports. I wouldn't commit no crimes. I was made upset and raised my voice. Raising your voice ain't a crime. But see, when these bitches are called, they got no other choice to show up. Okay? From where I had a gun pulled on me on Brands Avenue here one time when I was like no more than 9 or 10. Well, I grew up with a fear of them, so I obviously resisted. But if I didn't resist, I would have got released. My last 2 trials got thrown out because of the goddamn bullshit. I physically assaulted 2 peace officers. All got thrown out because they had no fucking reason to show up. So now what I gotta do is get a lawyer to fight to get my record clean, because if they threw out the last 2 trials, I should have never, ever, ever spent 1 day in jail, not a lockup, not a prison, and every one prior should have been thrown out too. So you don't throw out the last 2 trials and not throw out the ones before. So I'm going to fight to get my record clean, because it's total bullshit. You prevent people from getting jobs. They fuck up once, and you fuck their entire life. That's fucking bullshit, Canada. And then you cry, oh, there's not enough workers. The employment rate is high. Well, fucking stop putting restrictions on people that prevents them from getting ahead and being successful. It's not like, we're not all career criminals like some fucking idiot says in the HMP at the moment. Some of us make a fuck up, not intentional, and that shouldn't follow them throughout their fucking life and prevent them from getting a fucking job. Fuck. Raising my voice, cost me from getting a job. Like, fuck off. Bullshit, man. Like, some of you think you're real fucking cool. And I look at you, some of you, man, like, full-fledged drug addict. Like, all you do is cause people grief and fucking bullshit. And you really think anybody would really want to be you? Nobody wants to be you, man. And the only one thinks you're cool is yourself and some of the fucking idiots that got no brain cells that hangs out with you. and you really think you're something, well, let me see the people you hang out with, and let me observe you, and I'll determine whether or not that's true. Some of you are fucking... Seriously. Honestly, man, like some of you, if there was no law enforcement, I'd honestly shoot some of you. And that's the absolute truth. Like every person that called me dumb, which anybody that can create a business from the ground up and complete every bit of work on it, it's far from fucking dumb. It's very knowledgeable. And if it was easy work, y'all be fucking doing it. So, well, it must be easy if he do it. No, nigger, no. Hunky, I'm fucking smart. That's why I can do it. You know what? It took nights, days spent up at my nan's practicing and doing and learning and educating myself to learn all this. Any fucking one of you could have done the same. But you know, you don't take it upon yourselves to learn. You go to school and depend on a teacher in a classroom to teach you. You won't look up training videos or courses, free courses, and actually take them. We're still in a world where we got people that don't know how to read or write. But yet they got a phone, and at any time they can download an app that teaches them how to read and write. So, I don't know about some of you people. Anyway, this has been Jeremy's Rant and Raves, talking about different topics that some I don't understand, some that pisses me off, some that annoys me. God bless, keep it real. Like and subscribe.